What is going on, guys? This is Hero Talk, and we have our first official look on some pretty amazing Thor Ragnarok photos. So, these are actually the first photos of Thor Ragnarok that we get, I think. Obviously, we don't know when a trailer will drop. I assume that it will drop with Guardians of the Galaxy because also the Doctor Strange trailer came out before Civil War last year. So we could assume that it comes out with Guardians of the Galaxy, but what is actually also pretty likely is that it comes out with San Diego Comic-Con because Thor Ragnarok comes out in November, and from Comic-Con, that usually takes place in June or July, I don't know, but there's much time until the Thor Ragnarok comes out, so it would be easy to drop it there. But anyway, let's get straight into these new photos. So the first one is actually a full look on Thor's new outfit, and guys, I think it looks pretty amazing. I mean, I'm very excited for this movie just by looking at this outfit. I assume that this is his outfit for the Gladiator games in the arena, because it pretty much looks like this. He hasn't this majestic look anymore that he has in his normal Thor outfit, but he just looks more like a warrior, which obviously comes along with his short hair. And well, we had already some rumors that Thor will be bald at some point of the movie. Well, now we have the confirmation that he will have short hair, but if he will be bald at some point, who knows? Maybe also that is happening. But then let's come to the cape. It is only on one side this time, which looks pretty amazing in my opinion. Also for this whole gladiator look. And we have some more color actually, because at the one shoulder we have a piece that is bluish, and what I think looks very cool. I don't know why. It looks like pretty wild and stuff like that. Is this red stripe over his face that kind of goes down along his body down to his leg, with some symbols. I don't know what this means, but it looks pretty amazing in my opinion. And well, the whole outfit looks more darker and leather, as it was out of leather, if you know what I mean, and not this armored Thor Asgard outfit, if you know what I'm saying. And another thing that is very obvious, the hammer is missing. Mjolnir isn't there. He has, instead of Mjolnir, he has some pretty decent shield and some swords, I assume, because we see on his back these things that hold the sword, so I assume that these are swords. Yes, pretty exciting new look at him, I think, but let's just go ahead and watch at the next picture. And where we have here again Thor with his new outfit, which looks pretty cool again, but here he hasn't this red stripe on his face. Who knows if this actually might turn out to be something that marks his face during a fight. It doesn't look like blood, but anyway, it could happen in the fight. But obviously what is in this picture next to Thor is Valkyrie, and we already knew before that she would appear in this movie, and she appears to be friends with Thor. I can imagine that they are here in some kind of a home or a dorm for the gladiators in the arena, because we see this background all over the place now, and since Thor is wearing this outfit and everyone else is in these pictures, as you will see with the other pictures, also Valkyrie, and I think that these characters appear only with the Gladiator games. I think that they are here in the arena. That's why I think that this might be, the background might be some kind of a home for the gladiators. And we see again Thor's sword, and well, I'm actually thinking of where Mjolnir might be, and I think before he got to even got to this planet where this arena is, which is Sakaar, he also lost his hammer somehow, or maybe being exiled in this before, he lost his hammer somehow. And maybe also lost some of his powers, because if he doesn't use his hammer, this means that Mjolnir is not listening to Thor anymore, and this means a loss of power. But anyway, let's continue with the next picture, and here we have Loki. And what appears here to me is that this seems to be very colorful, this movie. As I said, the background already, it was green, but here we have people wearing very colorful stuff in the background around Loki. And well, also he has a new outfit, pretty different outfit actually. But yeah, maybe, as I said before, I think that they are just changing outfits with the arena, but he looks like he isn't really taking part in the gladiator games, because he just looks very calm, and drinking in this glass just looks like he weren't very excited. And that's why I think that he might actually have to do something with the gladiator games just to get rid of Thor. But let's continue. And this is pretty exciting because this is our first look at Hela. And she looks pretty different from the concept art, but only because in the concept art she was wearing some kind of a hat or something like that that just had many things sticking out of it. So she isn't wearing this, obviously, and but still she looks very, very badass, in my opinion. This makeup and her hair is done very well, and the outfit looks also decent. So I think that she will have some great atmosphere in this movie. And well, we did already get to know that she might be the MCU version of Death, who is who Thanos is in love with in the comics, and who he tries to impress by destroying everything with the Infinity Stones in order to get her love as well. If this is the case, I think we don't have the confirmation for that, if she is indeed Death in the MCU, but we have to wait until Avengers Infinity War to get to know this. But let's continue. And here we have Valkyrie again, and this seems like she is just spending time with other gladiators, in my opinion. I mean, I think that all these pictures are some kind in the same scene or sequences, so I assume that these are also gladiators. And again, I think this is just a center where gladiators can just come together and have a drink or eat something, as we see it already here. But anyway, let's come to the next one. And the next one is really exciting, because we get our first official look on the Grandmaster, played by Jeff Goldblum. I recently made a video on him, and well, now we have an official look on him. And in my opinion, he looks so awesome. He looks so much like the comic version of the Grandmaster, his outfit at least. And speaking of his outfit again, it's very colorful. Look at his blue and red accents and this gold shining jacket. It looks just very, very colorful. I think this planet they will be on will be pretty colorful. And another thing that pops out, in my opinion, is this thing he has on his chin and lip. This stripe, this blue stripe, I think that one is pretty important. But also the makeup on his eye. If you just think about where we already got to see something like this, also the hair actually, it looks pretty similar to the one of the Collector. And well, the Collector has similar eyeliner and he has also a little stripe going from his lip to his chin, but it is not that long at the Collector. But still, I do think that this has to do something with them being elders. I also made a video on the elders being in Thor Ragnarok. If you want to know what the elders are and get more information about them, just go ahead and watch the video. So I think that this is actually a sign for being elders, because it's just actually confirmed, I think, that these two are elders and they both have this this stripe. So I do think that they are actually elders. Maybe this only means that they are brothers or somehow related, but I think that these are just elders since we got to know that they will have an important role in the movie, so why shouldn't they be elders? Apart from that, we know that the Grandmaster is actually owns Sakaar, the planet where the Gladiator games will take place, the planet where Thor and Hulk will be fighting each other. So he will apparently leading all this gladiator fights, maybe because he enjoys them. Maybe he actually owns an Infinity Stone, because in the comics he does own one and gives it to Thanos. So this character might end up being very, very important also for Infinity War. Maybe we don't get to know that he has an Infinity Stone in Thor Ragnarok, but he will appear in Infinity War and then give it to Thanos. This is also possible. And well, we have also a last video, but this is nothing special confronted with the others. You see how Thor and Valkyrie talk to the director of the movie, Taika Waititi. And well, we see them again in this location with this green and blue background. The cool thing about this picture, I think, is that we see that we get a better look on Thor's new cape. And as I already said, I think it looks pretty awesome, and we also see this shoulder piece. So yeah, pretty cool in my opinion. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about these pictures. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more.